Our defense was really good. It was our attack that sucked.
Yeah.
We do a really good job at this first point here. I think we like C9. That's how we lose the first point.
Yeah. Hold on. What do you mean we?
I C9. Yeah, whatever. Someone else could have touched. It's not always my fault.
I wasn't gonna say anything because maybe I could have been there. I don't know.
I don't know. You
I
never
remember.
know. You know what though? It's a team effort, so it's the team's fault.
We'll have to look.
Exactly. Once we find out for sure, then easy.
This guy is... That's a woman, actually. I remember watching the stream back. One thing, Steven, that you can do, maybe, like, I don't know if you do this, but I don't hear it sometimes, is that if I'm in front of a shield, like, let me know so I can back up.
Yeah,
So,
I
like,
forget to mention that.
Yeah,
I
so,
normally
like,
just
see
shoot
how I
the
walk in
shield
front of the
and
shield, I
try
don't
to
really
get
know, and how I'm getting kind of
Yeah.
low. I mean, I have my own shield, but I'm kind of getting low. Like, if you call that out, I'll start backing up.
Yeah. Okay.
This guy is just playing in such a weird spot right now.
Damn.
Good defense so far, though. I think I kill here, yeah.
My barrier is gone.
Do we even need it? Let's just go right to the attack. To be honest. We had a
I
really
just
good
we
attack.
struggled.
Yeah, like we were really good on this defense. Like we would have full held them if I didn't C9.
Ready for
So I think we're good.
ready for battle.
Let's see how like we play relative to where this Sigma is. Like
Hello.
how do we play around it? Like, I'm trying to like force him away. God, they waste like so much fucking time.
Ready. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
Oh, I think I kind of feed here. I hit Discord, I get rocked and I headshotted, yeah. I think I kind of feed there, maybe. But I think maybe, like, for the DPS in particular, like, if there's a Sigma playing up here, he's kind of, like, stopping you from taking this angle. So, like, if the shield, like, hey, I have a little pen. If the shield is, like, right here, and he's kind of, like, blocking this angle that you have on these people, so maybe you could, like, maybe Widow in particular could go, like, up here, right? And now he has this angle on them, where you can shoot them from up here without having to worry about the shield. And Sojourn could as well, but probably more Widow, because then Sojourn can kind of, like, come up with me and help me, you know, 2v2 these people.
Yeah, off angles are better.
Yeah.
You're falling apart.
But this guy should have died.
Not so fast.
Barrier unsuccessful.
Breaking them down.
Yeah, our Widow died first, and then we kind of didn't have any, like, pressure on her. I'd say probably, like, I don't know. I feel like the only reason we kind of lost, like, not the only reason, but, like, the main reason is because RJ just died first, compared to their Widow. He lost a duel, and then she was free because of that.
Breaking them down.
Unsuccessful.
You're falling apart.
Ooh, Archie's going in too far there. This guy should die. Yep.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Das Universum singt vor mir.
This was a really good fight. This was like a perfect fight. I remember this. I'm confused on how we didn't take this. We should have just taken this.
Not so fast.
Das Universum singt vor mir.
This ends now.
Now you see me. Now you don't.
They use a bunch of balls. Yeah.
Wie der Ball zu Jo.
Use 4. And we use 1. That's okay. That's the reason why we lost that fight.
Their Ash also picked off
Yeah,
me and
Saito.
Justin.
It would be Justin.
Or Saito. Oh yeah. Forgot Justin wasn't there.
But I mean, we used 1 ult and 4. Like, I feel like if we had kind of identified how to approach that first like choke here where they were playing like that, we'd probably have like, you know, more than 3 minutes on the clock because, you know, I would say we win that first fight if we like identify like where to play correctly. Like, I would probably say like what we want to do is I want to throw my shield like behind the Sigma and walk up with like you and Saito can be like behind us a little bit and just kind of like melt him down, and I can rock him when he tries to suck and we just kind of kill him, because like the reason you play up here is so you can kind of poke and rotate without dying, but he's playing so far up that I feel like we probably should have been able to kill him really easily, especially the Sojourn. So I feel like the fact that we were like winning off of 1 ult and they were winning off of 4, but they only had a minute left, as well as we only could have won 1 fight there when we were like at full strength technically, because we weren't really playing that well against this first fight. So we wasted 2 minutes kind of doing that. So I think if we had perfected that and played it correctly, we probably would have taken this point easy. Just because they used 4 ults and barely won when we used 1 ult. But we do have 4 here, so we have like this biggest ult advantage almost in the game. So I'm curious how we lose.
Wie der Ball zu
It will be
Jo.
called Window and Blade.
Huh. Oh, Saito just kind of like takes the day. Yeah. Arthur gets a kill, but he kind of sacrifices his life for it. This guy should die.
30 seconds.
Oh, it's Steven. Yeah, maybe you jumping there might have killed you.
Yeah, I think that's what killed me on the
Yeah,
last
see how
fight
you jump
too.
like that? Yeah. I'd probably just kind of like try to hide behind the cart.
Singt vor mir.
Okay.
Barrier unsuccessful.
Yeah, our supports got picked too easily that fight. Saito was kind of holding like a super long, like a super wide angle here. I'd probably say holding maybe behind one of these things, or maybe holding in, maybe even in this room, or like over here to stop the ass from shooting from up there. Because like if the Genji's dead, we don't have any pressure on her other than me.
Would it have been better if I was on that balcony to the right, like on
Like
that
up here?
staircase, or or on? her?
I mean, I never really see people play up here, but I'm assuming, I mean, it might be a good spot. Maybe even like you could have played in this room as well. Just kind of shoot me from here.
Okay, yeah.
That way you can kind of throw your lamp, or you can touch point pretty easily as well. So you're kind of like just kind of shooting here, maybe peeking out a second to shoot the Zen or something like that. Just kind of shooting me from here. That way you're not taking any poke from the Ash. Because you can't always rely on my shield to kind of shield you. I mean, especially on this map where there's kind of like when there's most likely always going to be you're being shot from 2 different angles. So like the shield is going to either die or be put up here and not block a certain angle. So you kind of have to like utilize the cover here. Let's go back to where people are alive so we can kind of like show you before the fight even starts here, like right here.
Wie der Ball zu Jo.
I'd probably as well maybe put it right here instead. just so they can't really go into this room to like kind of like fight it, right? See how they go into this room?
Yeah.
So like even they might still be able to go into this room, but if it's right here and people are still right here, you might have a chance to kill this Baptiste or her before they get into this room. And as well, it also kind of makes it easier for Sojourn and Zen kind of play natural cover and play off of the ultimate, because like if you use it right here, right, you see how there's like not really a lot of natural cover except for right here to get value, but if you use it from this angle, if I was to get into the right angle, from like right here, then they have both the cart and like kind of right here to kind of use. So maybe that like pushing up a little bit might have given us a little bit more space to work with, especially since the Ash is right down here. So,
Okay.
And then yeah, because Saito kind of takes a super wide angle, and he's taking a lot of damage right now. And he's still kind of trying to push up instead of kind of playing for his life. So we lose him early. This guy should die. Yeah. You trying to jump up and you give her a little bit of an avenue to shoot you. Probably should have went for the Zen instead of that. Might have been able to win that. Yeah, just like a few little mistakes, and we didn't have the ability to kind of cover up from those because we took so long trying to break this first barrier, this first kind of push. So we still come out with 2 ultimates that we could have used in like a 5-person fight. Yeah, and I'd say if Justin was in, he'd be a little bit more familiar, so he'd probably ult there instead of dying. So maybe we probably would have won that as well. So I wouldn't into the iris. I wouldn't dwell too much on this map. I mean, a few mistakes that are easily correctable, and we usually like dominate on this map anyways. So I don't think that, you know, we do this we scrim this map every scrim. So this map though we never play. And we were not expecting to play against this monkey comp. Yeah, when I was listening to the stream after, they were talking about it. This person, Cherub, is like really bad at every tank other than Monkey. And they were trying to like force Monkey to try to... I don't know, I feel like that's bad. Especially for a scrim. Like, why would you try to force a comp to win when you could probably try to practice the other ones? But they were trying to play Monkey here. Because that was hurt. Because they were getting rolled by Ram and Orisa and stuff, and they wanted to just kind of like dive right past them.
Okay.
Ready for back.
I don't know.
Ready.
I don't think we were ready. I think that's like what it was for both maps, where we weren't really ready to deal with something like that. We were used to what we were seeing, and when we saw something different, we were kind of panicked. That's on me to kind of like bring the team together, I think.
Ready for back.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
So we're fighting the monkey with the Ash Tracer.
In 30 seconds.
We have a good comp to deal with the monkey as well. I'd say this is a really good comp to deal with the monkey. Maybe I used Fortify a little bit too early there. Oh yeah, we're kind of like stagnating. Yeah, exactly why we lost this first fight. So I think this is either my call to either noticing that they have that Ash. We should probably, and can you get up here? Can you go like up here? Hold on. This could be a good dive. I mean, a good run. Like, run through up here, around. You don't take any poke. Kind of push her off high. So, like, if we see the Ash pushed up here, instead of, you know, going this way and you know, potential of you dying, we go around. And either way, we either kill her or push her off of high ground. So maybe I should get familiar with the map like that. I would have been able to do that. I have to go through the maps and look at these. I really should, to be honest. But we kind of stagnate a little bit where you're kind of just sitting here AD spamming because we're waiting on what to do. That's waiting on me telling you what to do, and you just kind of get picked. So this first fight is on me. Yeah.
Pushing forward. Objective unlocked.
Something good we probably could have done is probably swap to a Mercy. I think because I think I was trying to get too creative. Like I knew like D.Va kind of counters Monkey in the dive pretty good because she can burst him down with, especially if she has so much armor. But if I stayed Orisa and we went like Mercy instead of Lucio, we could probably play like where you kind of play for the counter Monkey, where I'm playing in front and you guys are playing back with pockets, and I just kind of like kind of block him from going in. Because the Monkey, what he wants to do is he wants to like separate me from you guys so he can dive your backline. Dive the backline. But if I'm playing far back and kind of just playing a bunker Orisa, it might be different. Or we could swap to Ramatra and just do like a rush with Reaper or something. I don't know. I think I was trying to get too creative with it.
If we played Mercy, would we go like pocket with Sojourn, or would we run an Ashe?
What do they have? They have the Ashe. I think pocket Ashe could be good. Either swap out the Sojourn or swap out the Tracer. Probably more swap out the Sojourn. Just because we're mirroring, but we just have the better comp. Where they have to rush in, and then Ashe can kind of literally just coach gun the Monkey away when he comes in and start railing him down with a pocket and Mercy. So I think I should probably that's just on me to kind of notice that. I think I was just like I think because we had rolled them the first 2 maps, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be easy scrim. Let me play D.Va now. And I was just kind of letting my ego get ahead of me.
It's alright. Happens.
We definitely got Manny on this map.
What's the general consensus so far? Anything like big we should have focused better on?
I think it's the main thing was that like I feel like it's on me to start calling better adaptations, especially on those maps where we're playing something that I haven't seen before. Like I have never seen a Sigma play. I don't know if you've been here the whole time, but on the previous map.
I just got here. Sorry.
On the previous map, did you watch the whole scrim, or did you get him late?
Like,
did you see Circuit Royale? Did you see Circuit Royale?
I don't think so. No.
Okay, yeah. So like the Sigma, you know how the Sigma usually plays like on the back high ground.
When you
on first point on
like on the bridge.
On the bridge, like on Circuit Royale.
Yeah, the bridge. Yeah.
He was playing like super far up, like at this like where the cart would push.
Oh, at the first corner, bro.
Yeah.
In like gold, because I'm gold on tank and I just play like with my friends or whatever, and like that's where everybody plays. It's like
and it's not good. I literally was like I just was so flabbergasted by him playing there that I literally did not know how to react to it. Like and that's just on me to kind of like, clear my head and just adapt better, because I'm usually pretty good at doing that. And especially on this one right now, I had never played against, like, I feel like usually you play against Ramatra or Orisa, especially in the past like month or so. You never really play against Monkey on this map. So I was just like, what am I doing? And we swapped to the dive with the Reaper, and I think that probably would have been better to probably run the Ashe pocket, or maybe run like Ashe. We could have run Ashe pocket with Reaper. We could have done that, just kind of like for extra peel for the backline. But I was getting too cute. This was the one that we're like, I don't know. Yeah, like right here, this is stupid for me. Like, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing here. That's completely my fault. And the Reaper was working. Like we win this fight pretty good almost. Do we win this fight? Or does somebody get back in time? We win this fight, but like they're already back soon. So I feel like if we had their Orisa and I wasn't dying like that, I swapped a Monkey again. Like I play Monkey, I play Hog. Like I'm just kind of like lost in this map. It happens sometimes. Yeah, I think we do a good job. I think RJ needs to focus the target that I'm focusing. Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna play the dive against this, when we dive here, RJ, you notice how like I go in, I'm on the.
Oh yeah, but that was a Lucio. He was like.
Yeah, I'm on Lucio and you're on Kiriko. And just if you shot him like once, he would have died. Like he was so like if you put any damage into him, he probably would have died.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And I pushed way too far in here. and then you do as like a reaction to me, and then Saito pushes into when we die. We kind of stagger because of that. Yeah, this is just a really like when I look at this, like a lot of times when we lose, and it's an attest to us like being good, in my opinion, is that like we only really lose when we make a lot of mistakes. Like if like I haven't seen anything that they're doing right now that's kind of like, oh, they're outplaying us. We're just like making a lot of mistakes. Yeah, like I'm just kind of feeding. I was kind of banking on getting my ult there. We're just kind of getting desperate. I also want to look at King's Row after, I think, just because this is going really fast. Even though we won that map, it was kind of close. We can kind of look at what we did good and kind of play off of that as well.
Okay.
Yeah, because like Circuit Royale, that first corner with the payload.
Yeah.
There's like
anybody have anything to share? Like anybody seeing something that I'm not noticing? Like it's okay if not. It's not really much happening.
No, I think we were just really disorganized.
Yeah,
on this
I don't think I think this. I don't know. I feel like we were just. I feel like I just kind of like. I didn't stop trying, but I like obviously not. But like I had my confidence got up to where I thought we could win no matter what. So I was just kind of like playing whatever. Yeah. And I was boomed on this map. We were definitely boomed on this map as well.
Yeah, like there, like you had jumped in while we said that we were gonna beat in,
Yeah,
and you jumped through
past the
Monkey
bubble,
Shield.
and I didn't get beat. Yeah, I think I was just really boomed this map. I had to work on that. I think this was the one right before King's Row too. So we go in with like maybe a low mental, and then we kind of like really, you know, capitalize off of us just being better, and we do a good job next map. So I want to take a look at that as well. This is so crazy. I want to like watch what this like. This is how bad Hog is. Like, oh my god, like that's just so weird to see.
Yeah.
It's not a one shot anymore.
That 1 meter distance, really.
Yeah.
Was it 1 or was it 2?
It was 3 to 4, so it was 1 meter. Yeah, and they also nerfed his damage.
Oh right, yeah.
And they nerfed the hook damage as well. They kind of did the classic Blizzard thing where they put him in a useless state while they work on his rework. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think those two maps, like King's Row, we have like some mistakes that we make that we can definitely look at. But those, I feel like that's just like us not in our game. Like I think those were probably the worst maps we've ever played together as a team. Just because we were making so many mistakes. Okay, so this is we're playing. I like this comp a lot. I like the May with the Ramatra.
Do we know if Justin has gotten a fixed mouse yet?
I don't know, but he definitely should get that. I'm gonna actually ping him right now. That's a good idea. We probably
right click.
He can't. Yeah, he can't even right click.
He can't right click.
Wait, what? Wait,
Yeah, he can't even right click.
Yeah.
So he couldn't play Ana. He like because he couldn't scope in. Should
It was fucking wild.
invest in a
how do you
new
even?
mouse for the tournament. Like he definitely needs to get a new one if we want. Like we need to be at the top of our game. Like we can't let something like that like bring us down.
It's like, bro, how do you even use that mouse in general? Like, what without a right click? Like, I don't understand how.
Yeah. Let's see if they play. Let's see if they're playing to. Does the Lucio notice RJ? Because maybe they start trying to play for like a bait on the wall. Let's see. Oh, he sees you. Okay. Yeah, so he was looking for the May. He knew. So with that, RJ, he's trying to look. What he wants to do, and this is exactly what I do the round after, or she does. It doesn't really matter. Is they're looking from left to right in the wall area, like right where the wall is, to see if you're gonna wall, because they're trying to bait you out into walling. So what you do is if they're doing that, like you can wait until they get to like here before you wall them, because most likely a competent person is going, especially this person who wasn't even very good, but they just knew to get ready for a wall, that they're gonna try to bait you into walling them. So just be careful about that. Trying to be a little more disciplined with it. The Genji feeds. Yeah, this is a really good fight. Be a little bit late on the Suzu, but that's definitely something worth noting as well with the wall timing.
You're falling. Disrupting.
Can we kind of get separated a bit here? Before I die. Okay.
I think someone was on Shadow, I want to say, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I think yeah, they walked past me and I walked past them, so it was like two different fights happening.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I feel like it's up to. I feel like it's more up to preference. But if we go back to the beginning of this fight, I feel like you might Shadow and you might be a little bit more comfortable if you play up here, because you kind of are getting pushed back by them, and you can kind of like freely poke on them and don't have to worry about the guy going on Nemesis form on you. I don't know. What do you think?
Give it a shot.
So what? Sorry.
I could give that a shot.
Yeah, because I mean I think it's up to preference, like, because some people up here might feel like they don't have enough angle to shoot on people, especially if they go over here. But like you could play up here at the beginning and then walk back here, or you could literally just play down here at the beginning and then coach gun up here, like if you needed to.
Right.
But I think, especially as like Ashe and Sojourn thrive when they're not being like forced to rotate. So like if you play up here and the Ramatra sees you right there, they're probably gonna Nemesis form and run at you. I'm assuming. Yeah, so you kind of push back here, and you're getting healed good. So, I mean, at least he didn't go after you. But I feel like, especially in this fight right now, like imagine you being up here and kind of just raining it down on them. And if the Genji comes up, you push him away, or Kiriko can TP to you and help you. You can kind of like maybe go up here after that. I feel like it might be a little bit more helpful for you to get constant damage through. I don't know. Something to think about.
Definitely.
I don't think I needed this ult. I think this was a bad play by me. I wanted to secure the win. But his ult is so good that you want to use it in a fight where you think you might lose.
Sorry.
Alright, so we're coming in. I mean, down one ult, but like, not really. I'd say after, I don't know, I feel like it's something to think about as well. After first fight, kind of ditching trying to wall them up here, because the fights are faster since there's ultimates. That the fights are going to be a little bit faster, and we're getting prepared to deal with ultimates, so we might not be ready to go up here and fight them for here. But I think RJ, this is on you to like call that you want to go for a wall, because you see how we're all playing right here, and I know for a fact that me and probably Steven as well, if you're calling I want to go play for a wall, that I probably will be playing closer up here, and probably Steven would probably be playing closer up here. I just like know that for a fact that I would be playing closer. So like if you want to play for a wall like that, it's definitely possible. But because they have ults to kind of like sway the fight, you want to be calling that more consistently so we can be ready to capitalize on it before they can use an ult. But also, since they know you're there, I'd probably ditch it. As soon as they see you, as soon as like, Genji sees you, I'd probably ditch and just go back to where we usually are.
Or we just go to play on point or play for a wall around statue then? After the first time?
I mean, probably. I mean, he can play like they do a really bad thing where if you don't use wall and RJ's playing from like right here, like kind of jiggle peeking and shooting, if they come here, if they come into this room, then here's the wall, right? And then I go right in and nemesis form them and nade them. I think that's what you want to do. If they're playing, if they have ults, that means they're going to be playing a little bit faster than usual. So you kind of jiggle peek RJ back and forth, shooting your icicle at them. What happens is if they notice you, they're like, okay, let's go here. Let's try to force out, ice block or something. I don't know. This is the first person they see. They run at you. We're ready because we're playing right here. So, and I'm playing back here, so I notice they're going this way, so I automatically start to go this way. You go in for a wall. You wall them off right here. Maybe Lucio or whoever that is, Kiriko, doesn't get walled up. She's forced to use TP now to get into there. So now she doesn't have TP. And now we just nade them and Nemesis and just destroy them. Use Sojourn nade as well and just cook them in there. Like it becomes a fucking oven. And do you have ice wall block? Oh, you don't. How do you use ice block? Let's see. Yeah, so you see how like you're doing that, but like they're ready for it. Like he knows you're there. Oh yeah, you definitely use it too early. In that case, if you're playing jiggle peeking this way, so like see how you're jiggle peeking this way. You're jiggle peeking from I think left to right. Yeah, left to right. And then when you wall, you kind of push up and then move back left. Is that you're making it harder for yourself to kind of get out. So if you're gonna jiggle peek like that, make sure you just start backing out immediately, because then you definitely would not have even the chance to use that ability, because then you wouldn't die here. Because then you push back in without that. So I think like even though we're better than these people and we win this fight, we just had to play a little bit more disciplined, a little smarter. So they're coming in with mail. We're coming in with mail and that. They're coming in with basically 4.
This ends now.
It all. That, I mean, like they get out here, but we force out. I mean, not only do we kill someone, but we force out an ultimate like that. Like that was a really good Blizzard, even though we only get basically one person in it. Like great wall as well. Like he beats and they die. We force another ult. Now they're kind of like retreating. Like that was a great fight. And then we gave up a little bit of tick, but like who cares? It's a really good fight. Fees. Pretty good pick on him.
60 seconds remaining.
Yeah, this defense was pretty dominating, I feel like. And I think it's good to see it though. It's good to see what we could have done better as well, what we did right, so we can kind of like replicate that. Even though a lot of people only VOD the bad, but like if you only VOD the bad, you don't know, and you don't VOD the good, you don't know what to like repeat. They're coming in. What else are they coming in? Okay, they're coming with that. I think we beat this.
30 seconds remaining.
Good beat. I think we separate really well. I think that was a really good job. Something that I didn't really notice during that fight. I think we do a really good job of separating ourselves, like, as well as kind of dealing with this blade. Like, he kind of messes up his dash, and we do a really good job at, like, kiting it. So, yeah. I hope this is. I mean, knock on wood. I hope this is the average Discord team.
Oh, I hope so too.
But
Like if every round is like a 4-1 kind of thing, I'd be okay with that.
yeah, I think that round was really good. I think there were a couple mistakes that we definitely could have gotten punished for if we were playing against a better team. So we need to kind of clean that stuff up. So we can just like, can't be perfect obviously, but cleaning up as many mistakes as we can is probably the best, you know, the best way we can win, because I think we can beat any team really. I would say we can beat any team probably in the whole tier. I feel like we have that ability to, with what we have. If everybody's on their best game, I think we can. Okay, so they're playing, probably gonna play a similar comp. Or do they start with Monkey? Is that what or no way, they don't. I don't think they do. I think they were debating it. This is when they started arguing about, like just playing Monkey because they were losing every map that they didn't have like a Monkey on. But they played Monkey on Shabali and we still rolled them.
Five.
Greetings.
4, 2.
I also remember their coach recommended that they go Zarya on this map, and I was just like, what is this guy?
Objective A.
Yeah, so, right there, RJ, you kind of get ahead of yourself. Like, I think I remember calling that I wanted to try to bait out wall. So just you have to be a little bit more, I think RJ in particular, his main thing that he needs to work on is like discipline, is because he always makes like those weird like angle or plays, or he always makes that one thing that kind of messes him up. So I think RJ, your mechanics are really good. You just have to worry a little bit about discipline. I mean, because you're probably the best person to be. You're probably one of the best persons to be walled off. I mean, everyone can kind of deal with it, other than really me. But you don't want to waste a wall when we can just bait out his and go in with ours. Really nice off angle shadow. That was really good. You do a really good job pinching them. I think that's what a lot of hit scan players, especially like someone who plays Ashe and Sojourn, don't really do, where they don't really like take that off angle. They'll probably just like walk down with us. Like that was really good.
Objective lost. Stop the payload.
She's gonna blow.
Kind of get outpoked a little bit here. I don't think it's much of our bomb. I get out with really low health. We're all really low. But they waste a lot of resources, so we can go right in. Yeah, good wall. Good, really good wall from RJ. Now we get both out of that. Yeah, that was perfect. He dies. Yeah, perfect fight again. Yeah. Like, perfect fight down to like every detail. This was weird play by me. I don't know why I did this. I don't even need to do this. I won't do this again. This doesn't make any sense. All I'm doing is just denying some protection for you guys, to be honest. I guess they weren't ready. Good wall from RJ again. Separating that.
This ends now.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
I mean, we're winning these ult fights as well. Like, it's like a lot of teams struggle winning the ult fights. Like, we win almost every ult fight. If we use an equal amount of ults, we win. Great ult from RJ. Separating them. Good Bob. Up at the pace of the fight since we lost a guy. This guy's just kind of, I don't know what he's up to, but... I think we lose this next fight. Yeah, we lose a couple fights here. These fights are just the ones that where they want to VOD. Good beat, good boop.
Yeah, I think I
Good job
trolled it.
kiting.
Or I trolled the next one or something.
Should kill that Kiriko. Nice, we should kill this guy. Kiriko
Yeah, this
dies.
is where I troll. I'm just
Oh, fighting him in the back line, yeah.
yeah, I'm just focused on that. I should be with you guys 100%.
Yeah, since we also lost Kiriko.
Yeah, I was not.
I
paying
mean, the
attention. That's
little bit
my
of
bad.
healing might have given me a couple seconds to get Nemesis back. And we almost won that fight too, which is crazy. Like, down both healers, basically. But that little bit of healing might give me like a second or two to get my Nemesis back. Maybe we could have turned the point of the fight.
Yeah, I had really bad
We take this
television.
next
I
one pretty easily,
leave it
though.
immediately.
Coming in with a similar ults as well. They have 3, we have about 4, so. Good wall from RJ. It's forcing Nemesis to get away. Ult in. Yeah, great ult. Forcing out abilities. Let's check out the backline over here in that fight. They bob. Okay. Yeah, he kind of pushes right into shadow. It's not really that much we could do. Once the bob goes away, we just kind of win. Yeah. That was a good fight. I mean, like, I think it was worth looking at it, but like, those 2 maps were just really things that we could have done better. I mean, things that we haven't seen like at all, that we just have to adapt more to instead of like some fundamental problem with what we were doing. So, I think we're good. Does anyone like have any maps they want to look at? Like we can still look at Nepal, we can look at Shambali, we can look at Lijiang. If any of you want to look at that?
Lijiang I thought was fine.
I
really
think
don't
Lijiang was. I don't really think we ever struggle on Lijiang, to be honest.
I don't remember Shambali.
Shambali was the one with. We can take a look who it was. I think this is the one. Yeah, we kind of dominated on this one too. We full held them and got all. No, we actually might have not taken a. We definitely didn't. I don't even think we got it to 3rd. Did we? Let's see.
We got it to 3rd.
We did. Oh yeah, with a bunch of time remaining.
I think we held it like right before I got the 2nd.
Possibly. Did we C9 again?
No.
All right, then let's definitely take a look at up to first point then. Where do we hold them? Let's see. Oh, I went a little too far.
Ready.
Okay, we hold them up to here. So let's look. Let's watch up to there and see what we do. It's definitely worth looking at. So they run a very odd comp. I've never seen a Sigma on this map. Sigma gets destroyed by Ramacha too, which is a little funny that they're playing that. I should have been ready for this a bit earlier. Yeah, I think nuke him right here. I think in this point, I would just ditch the cart for now since we are and just kind of go with us. Because then we can kind of fight 5v5.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you dying here might not be very ideal. So, we obviously don't care about the cart right now because we're going to fight these guys. Like, they can get the cart up to here. Who cares? It'll just go back. Like, so I think here, just kind of come with us next time and fight with us. We could use your dynamite on these people back here.
Okay.
Because we try to help you. I mean, you kind of get randomly RNG'd at the end by Hanzo, but you might have not died. Probably would. I would say you probably wouldn't have died since no one else did. But we are down. Yeah. See how we're waiting a little bit for you to get back here. The fight's kind of brewing. I call for a move onto the right here. I think this is a good call. Meet this Sigma. Get in his face. Oh, this Hanzo was a good call, I think. He was kind of pushed up too far. You guys... Ooh, what happens here, Steven? Okay.
Yeah,
I think you have a problem, Steven, for when fights break out that we're winning, you start kind of like not caring about your life.
Yeah.
I think you have that problem because you did that on King's Row where you went after that Ashe, and I think you do it again here where you go where the fight is basically won, but you go after the Mercy no matter by yourself, right? So watch what happens. So we kill like 2 people here, and then you kind of just like, okay, the fight's won. Let me just go try to kill these now because we already won. But I think you gotta work on just kind of like staying a little bit disciplined because that you die there. I mean, if we lose 1 more person, like Shadow might die here. Yeah, like we lose 2 people even though we win that fight. And that's probably, yeah, we lose 3 people actually from this one guy. So now we have to back up.
This ends now. Helden sterben nicht.
Yeah. I think that fight we kind of lost that because we already thought we won, so we weren't really paying attention, and we let the Sojourn kill all of us.
Yep. I'll make sure to try to stick with you more.
Yeah, and just
I'm
make
not
sure
pretty
like
good with it on most maps,
I think you are. Just make sure like when the fight breaks out and we're winning, like when the fight's already won, just don't feed. Like you just have to worry about like say I still want to live. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got slept here, but I got woken up. Too pissed, guy. So mad. Good fight, though. I think, once again, something we do a really good job of is separating the tank from his team. Like, Cherub is playing super far up here, and a lot of tanks do that. And I just kind of, like, I ignore him. I'm like, I don't really care that you're over there. And I just kind of go over here, and I'm calling for Nano. And I mean, I kind of got lucky that someone shot me, but I think it worked out no matter what.
Team kill.
Okay. Good fight, though. Fight we lose is very interesting to see. I'd probably say, let's see where we're playing. Okay, so yeah, so Newcomb's up here. That's a good spot for you. I think Shadow's in good. I think everyone's really in a good spot, to be honest.
60 seconds remaining.
Steven, I'd like to see you wall ride a little bit more during the fights. Like, instead of standing right here, maybe you could be wall riding up here, right? And that'll give you the same healing or speed value, but you'll be harder to hit. So maybe try wall riding a little bit more during fights.
Sure.
I push it too far here. Yeah, I push it way too far. That's honestly my fault.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Now they start getting desperate. This is a really hard point to take.
Yeah, with that hill and everything.
Yeah. And this is something that I noticed from this tank that I started to kind of like abuse a little bit, is that their DPS were playing in bad angles, and they weren't like, it was trying to make it harder for the tank to kind of deal with them, and also the tank was kind of playing in bad angles, so it was easier for me to just run on a DPS. Like, watch what happens here. So they already lose shield before the fight even begins. And I just go right here and just destroy him. There's nothing he could have done. And I think that's probably the reason. I think one of the reasons is because they're playing Sigma. It's hard for him to deal with any sort of rush. So I call out that Sojourn goes back here, and I want to single her out. So I'm calling everyone to come back. Yeah. I don't know about this call. I don't know if it's good. Yeah, Newcomb. I think you come back with us. I think everyone just comes with us. Like even if Justin's playing or Rythus, whatever. I think everyone just comes back no matter what. Yeah, because Rythus kind of doesn't, and then you go back, Newcomb, to kind of shoot them. Just kind of stay with us. That way you're not dying. I think Rythus might die too, or he's not really getting pushed. Yeah, so now the reinforcements are kind of back here.
This ends now. Let's kick this.
Try to get in this guy's face. I think I get lucky. I think Rythus kills 2 people. I think instead of that, I should just come back, try to come back with you and deal with the Sojourn. I think I do that too much where I kind of like, I trust my backline to deal with it, but I don't like put myself into a position to where I can still trust them and get value off of them. Like I'm like, all right, they're good. Let me just go in. Like I should either be playing right here or because they're too far in. Like if you guys are playing right here and the Sojourn's right here, I should be playing right here. I think that's on me. I mean, we still win the fight, but it would have been.
We might not have called out that the Sojourn was there too.
Might have been much sooner. Might have won much sooner. We did. I think Rythus was probably in a bad spot. It's a good nano, but I'd rather like me play right here and her play right here, or him, whatever. Just so he can still nano me and I can still kind of fight right here. But not, he's in a bad spot. I am too, really. Yeah, that was a bad fight from us. I think we need to work on the positioning of this map. I think that's probably good. Should go over that like before we play the map once from. Good Bob, really good Bob. Separates them like that.
You're falling apart.
Yeah, that was a perfect fight. Well, great use of the Bob, everything. They swapped a monkey here. Yeah, I think they do. Yeah, this was a really weird play from the monkey, and this is just like the main like thing that I remember from them kind of playing really weird angles. Like the monkey just goes up here, and the Sojourn just stands right here, and I just go kill her. We just all go kill her together. I think it was a really good fight. I mean, like, you know, they do this thing where they kind of like separate. I don't know if this is the right play.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I just noticed that he's there, and I just run in on him.
This ends now.
I think we do a really good job at all going together and doing that. Yeah, like that was perfect. Yeah, it's one of the best fights we've had.
Team kill. Round 1 complete.
Really? Oh damn. Okay.
Score 0.
How much time are we at right now?
Switching sides.
About 54 minutes. We take a look at the offense quickly and then be done.
Ready for battle. Red.
Since this map is new, I want to take a look at like just how we play.
Yeah, this map's odd.
Yeah, it's very weird.
Ready for battle.
Geometry wise. Yeah, so here, just make sure we're all going up here. We're just gonna take the fight here, then take the cart. Do a good job separating the tank. You can kind of comes in and cleans up, which is pretty good, honestly. He's separated. Yeah, that's a good fight. I think it was a little sloppy, but the premise was good.
Yeah.
I think we could have executed it a little bit more smoothly. But I mean, they play Sigma because I don't think they know. Like, I remember they don't know how to play. Like, she's not good at Ramatra. Like they kept saying that. So I probably should have just forced it. Like, I wasn't good. I wasn't good at Ramatra. Like, I'm not great at Ramatra, but I wasn't. I was like shit at him like 2 weeks ago.
Stand a chance.
Alright, I did a really good job disengaging there. I never really do that, so that was good. Oh, and I still die. Yeah. Remember that. I feel like maybe I probably should have... I probably just should have stayed right here and got some healing and then came in. I don't know, I feel like I was just like... Yeah, I definitely should have just stayed right here and got healing. Yeah, I pushed into... Yeah, that's my fault, to be honest. Back to this fight. Do we... I feel like... I don't know if we almost get full health here. This guy goes for a res, I remember, and we kill him. Or deny it. Really good boop, Steven. Okay, yeah, this is a good rotate that we should work on. So right here, when the cart is right here, when you think about how the team's going to play, how they're playing, you see the Sigma shield right here, so you can assume that a DPS is right here, and, you know, they're kind of pushed up a little bit. What we do instead is go through this doorway up and behind. And now we just have instant access to their backline. Because the cart is up here, we literally can just touch cart from going that way. So like here, I'll kind of walk you through it. Just even though we already know where it is, I'll walk you through it. So we kind of notice that the Sig's right here. We can also see a Sojourn. So we see 3 people. I can see 4 people right now. I can see the Sigma shield. I can see Echo. I can see the Mercy healing him, and I can see the Sojourn. So then when we see that, come up here. Wait a second, we get a really good pick. And I think it was right on you to go for the boop. So I think in that case, when we get that pick, we definitely go that way. I think that's really good. If we don't get a pick there, we go up here. We go through here.
Go left.
We go through here, up here, and either go this way or around, depending on where they are. Like if they're pushed up here, if everyone's right there, we just go behind them. But if they have like a Baptiste on cart, we just go right over here. So, and then kind of just like kill them from the back to the front instead of going to Sigma first. But since they're playing so far up with the Mercy and the Sojourn and stuff, we kind of just run at them. Like if Sojourn was playing up here or like over here, probably wouldn't have been. I mean, the Baptiste was still right here. We probably could have killed him, but
The payload.
I think that rotate's really important. Oh, let's get that kill. I think we also do a really good job of like keeping them on their toes with our aggression. There isn't really a lot of times where we're stagnating. Pick on him. I think I'm pushing too far. Yeah, I should have just played for my life. I think we still win though. Yeah, but I should still be playing for my life, I think.
Yeah, I was still on card at that point.
Yeah.
So you didn't have speed to
I'm
go
basically
in or get
just
out
like
faster.
allowing right. I'm like banking on rights that's being the only person that's healing me in my nemesis form. But I don't think it. I mean, it's still a bad play, but it doesn't really hinder us too much considering that we kill everyone. So like we still have that easy even fight coming back in. We have the same ults, so same like ult advantage.
Adaptive circuits engaged.
I get solo ulted. But Nukem goes back and just destroys their backline. Yeah, great ult. I think that was really good as well. Like when we see what happens, like see what we do here is we separate the team again. Like we do such a good job at doing that.
Adaptive circuits engaged.
I think it was their Sojourn. Yeah, she went like really far back.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know if
I mean
should be
they
going
ult
this far
here, but
back,
like they ult here, but because they only have like 200 health or 300 health charges, like I am confident that you 3 can kind of deal with that, and I just kind of go in. I actually didn't even bank on Nukem coming in with me. I was just like I need to separate them.
You know, I saw you going in. That's why I was like, okay.
Yeah, but that was a great beat from Steven to keep the pace going. Allow us to keep our aggression. I died here. I probably shouldn't have.
How does the Echo health work when she's in copy?
it's 300 max, depending on who it is. So it's like, if the character has 500 health, it's 300. If the character has 150 health, it's 150. So it maxes out at 300. We definitely lose this fight, and I want to see, like, why, like, a closer look here. So the Mercy ults, once the Mercy ults, I think we immediately go for pressure on their, either probably their Echo, and then we go after their Sigma. Because I think we shouldn't be shooting Mercy. I don't think anyone is. I think you are, Steven. Yeah. You just make sure you're with us.
Yeah.
Right? Because I don't like you're 99 times out of 100 not going to kill them. Unless you
Did
like,
you back up like 10 seconds to see what the hell I was doing?
Do you kind of just position yourself over here, which isn't too bad. I don't think. You ult, and you kind of position yourself over here where you can kind of like get, you know, you can see what's going on. But I feel like maybe you probably should be on cart, a little bit closer to cart, just so you can get the maximum like aura on people.
Okay.
Yeah, but you kind of back up here again, and then you're kind of like over here. Yeah, I think you spent you spent a little bit too much time. I don't think that would have made a difference of me dying, but I don't know. I feel like that's just positioning wise.
It would have been better for helping focus fire though.
Yeah.
Like on some of these fights, especially on the new maps,
how did I take so much damage right there? You see all that damage I took? Like, I took like 300 damage in a matter of like a second. From who? Who's alive? It's just Sigma. Like, right here. How do I take that? Does he like hit me with all of his... No, he doesn't hit me with stickies. He hits me with like in the head maybe. I know, I took so much damage there. And then I got hit by a damage boosted rock.
Might have been Echo headshot with 2 Sig Rocks.
Yeah. So maybe I should have been playing, like, looking in this way so I can use my block better. But yeah, once the fight gets hectic and we're winning, I think a lot of times happens where we get picked. When we're winning fights.
This ends
we shouldn't.
Now.
Yeah, I get too bloodthirsty, but I have a hard time backing that.
I think this is our fault here. I think we really need to do a better job at helping Shadow when he ults. So I think what we have to do, Shadow, is like, if you want to ult here, just like kind of communicate that. So it's like, I want to use my ult, and we're like, okay. So like, I would have maybe called that I was too low to like make space for you. So maybe we could have like waited until I got my full health, and then I can Nemesis in, and then you can ult, so I can give you, you know, some help. But I think it's either here nor there. I think it's like, it's not really something too worry about. Too small. It's really small. Because we do a good job at like separating them again. I kind of forget. I'm like finding a target to go on. But we separate her. Yeah. Be careful how you stayed on the Sigma. Remember what I was talking about? See how you like stay here on the Sigma when we're over here, Steven?
Yeah.
So if you died there, I mean, might have not made a difference, but we need to just be able to like keep that in our mind that we don't want to die. We don't want to like give our life up for something like that.
I get too lost in the chaotic fights.
Yeah. Like when in doubt, play with your Kiriko or play behind me or something like that.
Yeah. I think I'm getting better at that, but that's definitely an issue I still have sometimes.
Yeah. Also, I think Kiriko players mistake the Suzu. Like, the Suzu doesn't give you any healing, I don't think. So, it's not really a healing boost.
It gives you like 50 healing.
That's not enough. I would use it just to, like, get someone out instead of using it to heal someone.
Yeah.
High frames and you get a little boop.
Yeah. They do a good job. He used 2 ults there and nano him, so there's nothing much we can do there. Next fight, they have 3. We have 4 as well, so we're kind of trading ults usually. Good ult from Dukem. Yeah, the tank is separated once again. Like every fight we win, we separate the tank, which is like crazy. Go after a res. They res him. She's dead. That was a weird res. They could have just came, like, he just set them out to die again. They could have just went right in with five people. Yeah, I think in this case we pressured Tracer to force out recall and blinks and stuff. That was a good fight. All right, I think we're good. I think, like I said, for those first 2 maps, it was just about like adapting. Like I don't think they did anything that we were struggling with. I think we just failed to adapt. So, on Tuesday.